Well, the video is going.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're live. It's our first podcast.
Not really the first, but I mean, first was us three.
So who started the topic off? Was it Benoit? Since he...
We should probably start off
doing introductions.
Oh, okay.
So probably better do introductions. I mean, you got me, your basic mainstay, Deadbeat, the handsome cat here.
Oh, no,
And
I
you
think
two
I'm more
are?
deadbeat than you were.
This is a deadbeat
Right now.
contest. Who's more deadbeat? It's not in the PM.
I'm
We're
more
figuring-
dead brained.
We have a dead body on the scene and a dead brain.
Yeah,
We have an empty line on the mic right now.
The dead brain straight double fox because I'm only running on like fucking 4 hours of sleep.
Right.
He's got two membranes like firing right now.
Brain
That's
cells
about it.
left right now.
Oh no, there's not even membranes, and now they reduced the
The
brain
man with
cells.
the voice with two brain cells. Introduce yourself.
He's got half a chromosome working.
The only thing keeping my last half of the chromosome together is coffee.
And what is your name, Mr. Said Coffee Chromosome?
I thought I already said it. It's straight devil fox.
There we go. Now we got it even better. What about you?
Oh,
man.
the dead soul over here. I'm Super Pixel Dude, aka Jay, aka Julian, whatever.
Yeah, we got Mr. Man under many
Yes.
names.
Uh,
Anyways, this is we're doing a different format for play and chat. This is kind of the format I've been wanting to do for quite a while, because we usually do it. We had this conversation before, but we usually do it where it's like we're playing games and we're trying to do a podcast at the same time. It's like that really doesn't work
No.
out since it's becomes really like more than half focused on
yeah,
the game.
pretty much.
So it's like it's still a lot harder to do a podcast. But what we're going to do instead is we're going to have rotating game in the background. You can watch it if you want. It'll be there. It'll probably be really quiet video game audio, but it'll be there if you want to watch it while we do a podcast. And we can all look at it every now and again, commentate on it while we talk about news.
This is what, Play and Chat, right?
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
this is our episode 1 of Play and Chat, everybody. The new and
Okay.
improved,
Now that we've got the
Play and Chat with dead souls on the fucking scene with low energy and low expectations. So let's do it.
Yeah, it definitely goes into low energy. I mean, it's weird doing a podcast straight after my new job. That was fun. It could have turned into I could have gotten home at 10 p.m. instead, if need be to drag it out. But I'm here, so
Yeah.
that's good.
okay.
I got home early.
So starting off with today's topic, we're going to be talking about Mech City Brawl. They recently announced, actually no, they've already announced that Mech City Brawl 2 is going to be coming out here December 22nd. And so far, what are your guys' takes on it? What do you like and what do you don't like about that you've seen so far?
Well, do you want to
Um,
take a minute real quick to explain what Mech City Brawl is to the listeners that don't know what it is?
There's gameplays. Look it up.
No, don't give no fuck.
Look
Straight.
at lazy shit.
Straight don't give no fuck. I don't know anything about Mech City Brawl, but what I'm seeing so far from gameplay footage, it seems
What?
like
I thought you got the game.
a battle arena fighter with
I
mechs.
thought you ended up getting the game.
I didn't get the game. I mean, it looks cool, but
I own the game. You don't.
Well, I'm just talking
I
about.
finally put time into
I
playing
was
it.
talking about Julian. I was like, I thought Julian got the game. I was
No.
like, what the fuck?
nah, I don't know.
No, who told you
It looks
that?
cool, but
I figured Julian would have done it since it was a freaking robot fighting game. But in any case, so what do you guys think so far about the first one?
I'll let you go first. Sorry.
I definitely did 2 videos of this because obviously I want to do my first impression since I actually never played this game until I was requested to do so for the podcast. But in doing so, I say in it, I'll reiterate again. The gameplay is solid, but man, that fucking story mode sucks ass. You can go eat a dick. It's terrible. It's like the game obviously is not made for non-player characters.
Is it great gameplay but poor story script?
The reason I say this is because it'll be in the footage we're watching right now. It'll be in there way later. Is I try to do the grappler in story mode. It doesn't work. Just straight up, just doesn't work. His grapples don't work the same. It's because oh look we didn't program the kaijus to work like with the wrestler, so we just kind of did it. Don't worry about it. It's like cool, shit. Nice. It's trash.
So they didn't put the work in animation time to make like special animations for the monsters you need to do.
Yep, for player characters it works just fine. For like literally,
but for story mode it fucking sucks. Then
for some characters, story mode works just fine. For some, like the wrestler, it works terrible. It is not good.
Oh no, grappler low tier like always.
But in PvP sense, besides PvP sense, again, gameplay's good. It wasn't that bad. I actually had some fun with it. It's weird. It's a weird system. It's like Tekken, but if you put the Tekken buttons on the bumpers and triggers.
Yuck. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Oh god.
But it's really weird, but it works. It kind of still works though. And there's parries.
All right. Anything else? Anything else that you like and don't like about it?
The only thing I don't like is the preference of fighting where it's an arena fighter like Naruto. So that turns me off automatically. But that's just not my type of game, so it's fine. It looks good overall. Looks better than a Naruto fighter.
Because it really doesn't. Some people are comparing it to Power Stone, and honestly, it kind of feels like Power Stone a little bit. Like, because you're not obviously hitting one button. Because again, you're kind of doing like Tekken type motions,
right?
Or not motions, but
like slight
Tekken
inputs,
types.
slight inputs for your control, your commands. Okay.
Yeah, you have charges, you have non-charges, you have supers, and then you have an ult.
Okay, so it's got something in there. Okay.
Yeah, weapons suck. Weapon variation. Weapon variation really sucks.
What do you mean by weapon variation? Is there like a fist
see right
attack
there?
And then a weapon attack?
You see right there how I got a hammer?
Oh, so it's just an item based thing.
Mm-hmm. So weapons have like basically different skins, but there's literally only 3 different types of weapons. There's gun, one-hand weapon, and two-hand weapon. So battle axe, hammer, halberd, like shit like that. Even the spear, they all work the same. They're not anything different, which kind of sucks. They just
different weapons with same animations.
Yep.
Okay, it's one of those things. Okay.
Yeah, but oh well. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Still pretty good for
what is this? EDF. Game. EDF can only do that. That game works on a budget.
So is this game. Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm able to see it on my end since I'm using the phone version of Discord.
Yeah.
But in any sense, I guess my take on it after playing the first one. So what people are saying or noting about the game is whether or not the whole sort of like Megazord mechanic is going to be implemented into the second one. So
right, I never tried that
out. Being able to control one mech with like 4 people. So far, I think it's better for them to go the whole route of just one person being able to control one robot, because what I've noticed from the first game is that it looked like some of the animations were a little bit wonky, and I think that had to do with some of the I guess the limitations of being able to control multiple parts of the mech. So like if one person would be controlling the arm, it would look really stiff whenever somebody was trying to attack. So honestly, I would rather much prefer that they focus completely on that sort of aspect with just having one player, one mech for the Mech City 2.
Right.
I'll definitely take your word on that, because that was definitely something I never even bothered to try out, because I literally forgot I was in the game. And from the way you're saying it, it's like, honestly, again, even I'm doubling down on it, it's like, I think they should just work more on the base game itself, because the base game is pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Story mode, base game, pretty good.
Yeah,
Right.
base game was pretty good. My favorite character from the first game, I would probably have to say is I guess I guess I could say the grappler dude. I mean, if you could get his grapples off, it's pretty cool.
Hmm.
But I guess second in line would be the sort of cat robot mech. Definitely felt like a fast paced character, and the character speciality, I believe. The move was just sort of like super quick slashes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely a
that
character I
part
didn't try out, but I fought against. I'll take your word for it.
But
Hard to say.
it's good to see that most of the cast for the first game is making a return. So the sort of fish head mech robot grappler is going to be in there, and then of course the main sort of almost Optimus Prime looking robot's going to be in there too. What do you guys think about some of the new characters that are going to be implemented into 2? Do you have any thoughts on them?
The only ones I know that are going to be in it is the Ultraman series that I like, which is the one where it's was actual canon Ultraman's son, and he's actually inheriting powers and actually inheriting the job of what it means to be Ultraman, which I super love. So that's really all I know about it.
Well, from what I've seen so far is they've added the character where it's like one of them freaking like those like twin bun tail hairstyle, but they're like gumball holders. They've got that chick, and then they've got a sort of rifleman, which is kind of interesting because not too many characters specialized in sort of like a long range. There was from the first game,
There's a ninja and like a huntress, like arrows lady.
Yeah. So this one is going to be specializing in, I would assume, complete far range. So that's going to be a little bit of a new take on the game. So that'll be pretty
Right.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
As for the multiplayer aspect of it, I played some online matches from the first one, and so far what I could say about it is that the one difficulty that I really had was trying to recover, because everybody would just spam attack in front of you, and you just easily get knocked around.
Is it just like Tekken, where once you're on the ground, you can just get juggled forever?
There's not really juggles in the game.
Yeah, there's not really juggles in the game, but the recovery animation is so long that
jeez.
It has its downfalls.
Yeah, but there's an overheat mechanic in the game.
So what the fuck even?
So no, it's supposed to stop you from spamming. Problem is that you also use a lot of heat when you're using quick recovers, which is like literally like 50% of your bar. It's like
yeah, so it just kind of, it's almost like I don't want to say double whammy. It's redundant. There we go. It's sort of redundant because you know you're wasting energy meter from both sides. So it's like, well, you're not really doing too many favors for yourself by just trying to recover, and then they just spam you all day.
You're mostly in a lose situation once you're down.
Yeah, so it's pretty tough through the multiplayer aspect of the first game. So I'm hoping that in the new one they decided to improve on that mechanic, so that way you can recover quicker, or maybe have some sort of like invincibility animation, just so that way you know you can get the other opponent off of you, especially during like PvP multiplayer gameplay. Story wise, I'm not sure what the take is going to be on story wise. It looks like they're just going more for the multiplayer aspect of it.
I mean, I can really care less with the story, dude. Like, to be honest, like halfway through the story of this game, I was like, I really give like half a shit. I was like, dude, this story's it felt just kind of generic kaiju stuff. It was like, eh. The only thing they did cool was just like, look at why are the aliens here? Oh, because for whatever reason their blood cells confused with the metal in the mechs. I'm like, that's interesting at least, but everything else is just kind of boring.
Nah, man, it's breeding season. They gotta provide stuff for that Rule 34 shit.
Oh shit.
The mechs are fucking the what's it called? The mechs are fucking the kaijus, or vice versa. One of the two. Someone's getting reverse cowgirled. I don't know.
Oh man, but there are rumors for another character that's going to be in Mech City Brawl 2 or Mech City 2 is Pacific Rim. So
that'd be dope.
You know what? And that might.
I'd
rather
have that in movie form.
I just looked it up. I just looked it up because there's a what's it called? Not really poster art, but it's kind of like a
concept art.
What's it called? Like kind of like the intro card, like they did with the beginning of the game, like before you hit start. They had like one that for Mech City Brawl 2. From what I thought it could have been wrong. I thought it was 3 Ultramen, and then there was a kaiju. And I know for a fact, which makes it weird, because there's no kaiju in the new Ultraman series. Because it's all small human based. Like the kaiju actually have gotten smaller to human size so they can blend in with society. So people are like, why is this man so weird? It's like, oh, he's a fucking monster.
I think I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so I think that kaiju might be one of the Pacific Rim things.
Yeah, so I think
I don't think they could afford Godzilla. Tojo is really picky about that shit.
What I think is that they sort of like did their own knockoff of Godzilla. So because they had a Godzilla mech for the first game, and it was essentially Mechagodzilla. So in this one, I think they're trying to go for the whole like actual kaiju
it looked
aspect of it.
Yeah, it looked more monster than an actual mech. And that's the thing too. It wouldn't surprise me if it's just a knockoff, because freaking even EDF did that. It's gotta have that not Godzilla.
I mean,
and not have the not cannon laser beam from the not Godzilla.
It's more like Godzilla mixed in with King Ghidorah.
And the weird thing of it is, since the sort of Godzilla looks more organic, it's like, how can you really consider it Mech City Brawl if you have an actual like organic kaiju in there? So it's like,
I mean, they're on the story, so whatever.
I suppose so. But then again, yeah, I guess it can kind of tie in with the first game, because in the first game you were fighting kaijus anyway, so.
Then, come on, it kind of goes hand in hand. Mechs and kaijus are always the shit. Look at Ultraman. Or not Ultraman, shoot. Jet Jaguar, there we go. I'm just looking at him right now. What is his name? Jet Jaguar, there we go. He was the shittiest kaiju of them all, or the shittiest mech of them all.
No, what are you talking about? He's good.
He's gotten his ass beat like 5 times in the first movie he was in.
No, that didn't count.
He had to get help from Godzilla.
Run it back.
He had to get help from Godzilla to do anything.
That was his warm up.
I'm bleeding, which makes me the victor.
All right, moving to the next topic, or?
Yeah, so let's talk about the big thing that just happened today.
Sephiroth. And Mario gets fucking stabbed. Finally, something good came out of this fucking Nintendo Direct. Mario got fucking stabbed.
Conversation, if it has
Luigi got killed. Hold on, Luigi got killed by the Reaper, and now Sephiroth stabbed Mario.
Thank God.
Next is Peach.
March 31st or whatever. March 30 can be over.
Man, weren't you paying attention? He didn't stab Mario. He only stabbed his clothing.
Oh, God damn it. We were so close to getting rid of Mario and his egotistical shithead.
Yeah. His brother's already dead. What more does he need?
Where did the Waluigi train come in? There we go. And now we finally have somebody to replace Mario. Waluigi.
He's too tall. He can't do it.
Don't worry. Just throw on that costume. It'll be just fine.
Just put in Goombario. There you go. Gumbaro would do better.
I think out of like honestly, I was talking about this earlier, but it's just like I really don't care for Sephiroth because I don't fucking play Final Fantasy VII. But honestly, he looks more of the most interesting sword characters because he's got like some really interesting moves. He's got an actual long sword, so he has different attacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, still has a stupid reflector thing.
Kind of like Ike.
Kinda, yeah, like Ike. But Ike
really.
and Roy are the same, so fuck them.
You mean Martha and Roy?
Martha, no, it's Ike and Roy
How is Ike and Roy the same?
because they have the same kind of ability. They're that tanky sword character.
I'd say Ike more, but anyways, regardless.
Honestly, to me, when I look at Sephiroth, it just looks like another Fire Emblem character, mostly because Robin is the sort of like half mage, half melee weapon user. So it's like Sephiroth has got that. He's got magic abilities, and he's got his own blade abilities. It's like, well, this isn't really anything new.
Who'd have thunk he works a lot like Cloud?
I mean, he looks kind of cool. He's got that dash like attack where he looks like Virgil for a minute. That's about it for me.
I think the Mii fighter has something similar to it.
I'm not surprised if he does.
Yeah,
or not.
he does. I think it's called Flurry Slash or something like that.
I don't play Smash that much. I kind of dropped that game.
Yeah,
That fucking sucks on that shit, man.
You're not wrong. I only had one good match, and I was really impressed. And then that one match was over, and now I was really sad.
The fact that I can't play on arcade stick is no fun.
Don't you want Sword Mii Brawler HD?
I'm all good. What I want is fucking gun characters. I was talking to my other shitpost group chat, and then like everybody's like, "What if Fortnite guy was in the game?" Like, you know what? It'd be fun because it's different, and he has a gun. There's not a lot of gun characters. It's just all swords.
You know, I'd kind of hate it, but honestly, what they did with Minecraft Steve, I'd be pretty interested because they made him really diverse. It's like, whoa, coming out far right field comes Minecraft Steve with a cool moveset. Not really a cool character, but a cool moveset.
I would imagine Fortnite being a ranged heavy character where he doesn't attack with like small quick attacks. He used the pickaxe as his main attack and then guns for far range.
Well, you could just make it a huge variety, kind of like with, I guess not really with Bayonetta. I guess more like Snake, in a sense.
Honestly,
we use like a lot of weapons for like a lot of different moves.
I suppose so. But then again, it would...
Or would it be more like Mega Man?
No, he'd be Minecraft Steve with Mega Man. He's got to have that building aspect, and he's got to have that different weapon variety.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'd be fun. He'd be a fun character to play as.
Because I said Snake, but then I remember Mega Man's in the game.
Yeah, man, build 50-foot skyscrapers out of nowhere and then just shoot them from the top of the tower.
No, but don't build too high, because then you can build yourself
down the building and he took damage from the fall.
No, don't build too high, because then he'll take himself out of the arena, and that's a SD.
Just self SD.
Yeah, I don't know, but before we get out of topic, my impression of Sephiroth, I would say, was just kind of quite the opposite of Minecraft Steve. Minecraft Steve, I really didn't care that he was gonna be in it. Then I saw his moveset, and I was blown away. Well, Sephiroth, I was like, yeah, Sephiroth's in the game. And I saw his moveset, I was like, it's kind of subpar. Not subpar, but it's kind of it hit the benchmark. It was just like, yep, that's about right.
It's essentially Robin, but just a different, different ability, magical ability. So it's like,
again, I just saw another Cloud. That was pretty much it. I was like, yeah, that's about right. Nothing too crazy.
I wanted to see some Virgil shit, and I got like one move, and that was it. I'm like, oh, I'm not impressed at all. It's just another sword character that reflects, and he can stab the wall. You have to climb up. That's kind of cool.
Yep.
That's about it.
It's not too late. It's not too late for them to add another Capcom character later on. So
I mean, there's still like what, 2 more slots?
Something like that, yeah. Do you guys feel like it's gonna be another fucking sword character from something else, like a Dante or something? You know, it's gonna be a different game, but it's another sword character.
I mean, I'd be okay if it was Dante. You know, it's just another Bayonetta. It's dope.
I really hope for the longest time, people they've even done polls for what people want for the next Smash character, and some people have been saying what was it, Joanne Dark?
Yeah, no, I've heard that.
So who
I don't
knows?
know. I don't know if I'd really want that, but I mean, if that'd be a Microsoft pick, so be cool. But I'd rather have like a KI character. If it was gonna be a Microsoft pick.
I really hope. I really wish it would be like a Killer Instinct, because that was one of the first fighting games to be really successful in the N64. So that'd be really cool.
The reason I only say KI too is like no one really talks about Perfect Dark anymore.
I mean,
Same with KI. You know?
yeah, but it was one of those Nintendo like really popular games on Nintendo 64. Was
But the
Dark.
only thing that blew up really big on the Microsoft end was just Battletoads and Banjo-Kazooie.
You mean
That's
Rare?
all everyone really cared about.
No, man.
It's technically Microsoft because they own them both.
I guess, but
That's why I say that. It's like that's the only really thing that people were just like. That's about it.
Hey, man, who knows? Said
yeah, but that's like saying like that's like Cloud. Final Fantasy Remake 7 didn't come out until like way later after Cloud came out.
Yeah, because Cloud was contacted like 4 years ago because Square Enix got the deal and said, "Yeah, put the boy in."
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he wasn't relevant at all, but yet they still put him in.
Kind of was. I mean, the remake was still being made for like last 7 years, so
I know,
kinda
but it
was.
wasn't like even out. So that's what I'm saying.
But you're talking about Square Enix. Why wouldn't they put Final Fantasy? It's like Capcom. It's like why wouldn't they put either Ryu or Mega Man? You know,
Still, no one expected it. It's just Street Fighter, and yet they just still put it in. So could be something.
I'm honestly
That's what I'm
surprised they didn't put Tifa in there.
nah, that's what people want. They just want a brawler.
I want the tits.
But I kind of
Nah, man, give me Barrett. I want to see that dude. He'd be fucking sick.
I'd be okay with Barrett. Barrett was pretty fun.
Barrett's dope. It's a tanky ass
No.
machine gun or mini gun.
No, that's a gun character who's got really little punch moves.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he'd just be like Mega Man. So
No, he's got little punch moves. So he
Man, you whack him with the gun.
exactly.
actually, yeah, he would be a lot like Mega Man.
Shut
He
up.
has some melee moves.
Shut up his butt.
All right.
Who do you guys think the next Smash character is going to be? I think it's going to be my ball sack.
I want to be another fighting game character, but I really doubt that happen.
This is why I never try to.
Balls are dragging across the freaking stage.
No, he's talking about the fighting game character Balls.
Balls 3D.
Yeah, Balls 3D. That's the next character. It's Balls 3D.
Joan, I was talking about Vector Man, you idiot.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
All right, so
No.
who's taking the next topic? Am I taking the next topic or?
Well, hold on. Before we go on, I was just gonna say, it's like I hate when people ask me that. Like, who do you think's the next Smash character going to be? I'm like, bitch, I don't know.
I don't fucking
Mike,
know.
the second they added Banjo Kazooie and Minecraft Steve, I was like, dude, I don't.
Like,
I
who the
can't-
fuck guessed that? I mean, Banjo-Kazooie was like a really big fan favorite.
Yeah, but it's like
I was like, I did not expect Minecraft Steve, and it's like when it came
Yeah.
out, it's like it made sense because like he's not like a retro gamer icon, but he's just a gaming icon in general because he's been out. It's just so popular.
because it was just the other character that rivaled Mario 64. That was about it.
Plus, it's one of the most popular games in Japan, so it's not surprising that it happened. What's
Who's
America?
gonna be the next Smash character? Your mother?
Oh shit! It's Joe Mama.
guy.
It's Joe Mama from the Joe Mama series on YouTube.
Yo, mama's so stupid. But yeah, that's pretty much that for stupid ass bullshit news.
Well, as
Smash
far
bullshit,
as Smash
you heard
goes,
me.
Speaking of
that's as far as
Smash, Sonic's in Smash, and he's getting his new Netflix series. Are you guys excited about that?
What's that?
honestly, I only like the movie. Julian already knows me. I'm not into as much as Sonic as
You didn't watch Sonic Boom? They make fun of their own franchise in that show.
Hippopotamus 3 wasn't good as Hippopotamus 2.
Is Guile gonna make a cameo in it? Is
Guile? Why? What?
because Sonic Boom, man, he'll just Sonic Boom Sonic.
I don't know.
That's
No,
it.
it better be like a furry character in the background that's wearing like a military fatigue, and he's wearing like the buzz cut.
Yeah.
He's like, "Look, it's Sonic,"
Cameo.
and then like Sonic runs
Like,
away.
wrong
He's like,
Sonic.
wow, he made a Sonic Boom, and he just looks at the camera.
No, he just looks at the camera and just goes boom. It's like that's the wrong Sonic.
Boom! Here comes Sonic.
Boom,
Yeah,
goes.
there you go.
Come on now.
See, See,
Yeah,
that's a shitty joke anyone can make.
but people are fucking retweeting fake images of like, here comes Baby Sonic for Netflix series, and everybody's just like, oh god, not Baby Sonic.
So you said Baby Sonic, and I was thinking of Sonic Underground, Baby Sonic exploding.
That's what a lot of people are predicting. It's going to be the Sonic
Underground
cartoon that has
remake?
the music in it. That's
Oh
like
no.
there's a lot of redesigns of like Sonic and Tails and Knuckles as the band group and stuff. I mean, it'd be interesting.
Okay, well, it's not technically Sonic Underground, but sort of. I can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of images flying around that's like, oh, here's some sketch designs of them, and then there's like a lot of detailed shots of like what they would wear and what they look like, and so it's like people are predicting that's what it might be. I don't know. I'm down for it. I'm not really into the plot thing. I just want to see stupid shit like Sonic Boom wasn't story focused. It's just about like them being really stupid and just having their own adventures, or like the episode where they Tails finds a copy of like a rare game. That's part 2, and it's like, man, that's way better than part 1. Yeah, but they should just leave the series alone and just stop remaking it for what it is. It's like they should just left it as part 2.
It's called like Hippopotamus or something like that.
It's something like that, but it's just like they're just jabbing fucking
Hippopotamus 2. That's like the best one.
I didn't really care for Hippopotamus 3.
Yeah, they changed his pants color. I don't even know if they did that.
Yeah, they changed his arm color. It's like, Jesus, this show does not give a fuck.
I mean, hey, I was left with good impressions with Sonic Boom and Sonic Movie, so I mean, who knows? We might get another. We might get a 3 for have 3 good.
I just want my big dumb Knuckles in the show.
Because so far, game wise, they've been sucking ass. The only one that was good, I guess, was what's it called? Sonic Mania.
It's the last best game I've ever played. Sonic.
I don't know why. I just can't play Sonic games.
You can't go fast, bro.
No, they're just, I don't know, something about them. They're just not my taste. I don't know why. It's weird because I can play Mario games just fine. I don't know why.
That makes 2 of us. Good to know that I'm not the only one.
No, that's fine. Yeah, Sonic's not for everybody. That's fine.
I mean, hey, I know it's a good franchise. I just can't get into it, unfortunately. Same with Devil May Cry. I can't really get into it. But
shut your dirty mouth.
Hey, again, I can't really get into it. Great franchise, though. I will never deny that.
True that. But speaking of the Devil May Cry game, kind of sucks that so far that they're only releasing Virgil for the special
edition.
Yeah, for the special edition so far. Apparently, on the 15th is when they're going to be releasing it for the current gen users.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's just kind of time delayed release.
You mean past gen users? You mean?
Kind of, but what I also wasn't sure of is whether or not they were going to release the sort of the turbo mode and Dark Knight mode.
Of course, they're not going to release that for last gen. It's only for new gen, dude. That shit's going to break in the last gens. Have you not seen it on new gens? That shit breaks even on new gens.
Hey man, they can't be worse than fucking. It can't be worse than fucking Cyberpunk.
Oh, don't even
That's
get me
true.
started.
Have you seen that? Have you seen those clips of Cyberpunk going around on last gen consoles?
I've not seen Cyberpunk, but I just know people are just like, dude, this shit is running bad.
Oh, it's not that it runs bad. The game can be locked at 60, but your graphics look like a fucking PS2 game loading all its textures throughout the whole game.
Oh boy,
it looks so bad.
So that's what people are saying. That's what people are saying. I guess I'm locking at 30.
Yeah, people are just really upset that last gen. People are giving the company excuses. It's like, man, they worked on the game for so long, they had to put it on new gen consoles. So I don't know why people are mad that last gen looks so bad. It's like, that's not the fucking point. They should have optimized it to be on last gen too, and look good at the same time, not like a fucking half-ass PS2 game.
I expected nothing. I think we had this conversation slightly. It's like, dude, after each news event that came out, and they're just like, oh yeah, we had to take this out because it broke the game. We had to take this out because it broke the game. It's like, I don't know what to even think of that game.
I wouldn't even call it a news event. It's more like a delay event.
Well, that was the thing. Every time they came out with news, there's another delayment, and they're just like, we have to take out this thing just because it didn't work.
Yeah.
It's like, cool. So what does this game have?
It looks good on new gen.
Wow.
It works on. Actually, no, it doesn't look good. It works on new gen. You could play last gen, but good luck with those fucking textures, brah.
See, DMC5 looks good on new gen.
Oh, what are you talking about?
But it looks good on last gen too.
Well,
So
you can't do that. That's Capcom. That's only been in development for God knows how long.
So with Cyberpunk, it's been fucking in the works for like God knows how long.
For like 7 years. It's been counted since they like announced it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I think I speak on behalf of Keanu Reeves. I'm pretty sure he would say that the game is rated not breathtaking.
Not on last gen though. Last gen, it's not breathtaking, but on new gen, that's where it's at.
Sounds like that's a breathful, not breathtaking.
Yeah, it's a mouthful of shit. That's what it is.
I stand by what I said. He will rate it not breathtaking. I swear it.
I'm pretty sure it's no. He's getting paid. He has to say it's breathtaking. He has to.
He has to go back to the sagebrush from SpongeBob. That's his last thing he has to go on.
Hey man,
Once
I
he
guess
stops
I
getting
can.
paid, he'll say it's not breathtaking anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. You know,
Hey,
then he'll say how the development went and be like, yeah, this thing sucks.
It fucking sucks. I took measurements of my dick and I didn't prove that. There's some fucking tweet going around on Twitter saying that you get locked out of sex options, like in the game, like relationship options, if you are uncircumcised. And if you are circumcised, you get to have those options. It's one of the
Apparently, there's some people reporting their dick can clip outside your pants.
Yeah.
So you get DMCA just for nudity.
Yeah.
That, and when you turn off all DMCA music, it doesn't.
Oh shit, that's great.
Yeah. So
that's
they
gonna help those streamers.
Yep.
Help those streamers get banned.
Basically, that function doesn't work.
Oh shit.
So cool.
Cyberpunk, more like you got cyberpunked.
Pretty much.
Oh
I
man.
thought I was playing Cyberpunk 2077, not Cyberpunk 1998.
I knew you'd fucking say that. I knew you were gonna fucking go for that joke. I could see it. I saw it from a mile away. God damn it.
But-
Gen has never been shittier.
Oh man, 1998. Jesus.
But seeing as how I actually ended up getting the game, man, I gotta tell you,
Wait, did you actually? Get it?
I actually got it.
Oh
and
shit.
Then, yeah, the game is wonky, but I think I like it for the wonkiness because there's a whole bunch of weird shit that happens.
Yeah.
So you like it for the bugs and not for the actual content.
Pretty much. So there's this guy that's eating.
Well, I was say, what is it? What bugs? No, the bugs aren't error. These are exclusive features.
No,
of the game.
that's just a little sprinkle on top of the game.
Exactly,
man.
they're exclusive features.
I guess if burgers can digitally teleport to your stomach, then I guess that's a great feature because that's what I basically saw. A dude just sitting on the corner eating a burger, and then all of a sudden, whoop, just teleports inside of his stomach. I'm like, oh, great.
Hey man, that's how you that's fast food. There's no time for chewing. There's only time for
Fast.
digest.
But no, that's called the turbo jaw. Duh.
You don't understand. There's a warp system inside his stomach. It's called the belly button. You press the belly button on your stomach and it absorbs everything that's within your presence.
Belly
Man,
button.
that turbo job might be working at like a fucking a million light years per second. Because damn, that shit didn't even seem like his mouth even moved for it to move that freaking quick.
It's called turbo for a
Belly
reason.
button sounds like a really bad stand.
Belly button.
And then another thing that I could say about the game is because of its frame rate drops.
What does it drop to? What's the lowest that you've seen?
Honestly, it feels like it drops to like a 30.
Below 30
That's not bad.
or just locks at 30?
It feels like it locks at 30.
Okay.
I mean, that's not terrible, honestly. That's not great that it's always just dropping to 30.
You're just playing a
From
Gears of War
60.
game. At that point, it's locked at 30.
Yeah. Some of the but the problem is that when it does try to lock or clock in around that freaking 30 frames, the 30 frames benchmark, some of the gameplay mechanics actually kind of falter with it because it causes it to like sort of lag.
Oh shit.
And so whenever I'm trying to like do hand-to-hand combat with some of the NPCs and everything, you have, of course, a sort of like perfect counter window, and I couldn't tell you how many times that I've actually like timed that perfect counter mark, but it still didn't give it to me. So
Oh, jeez. So it kind of needs a 60 frame lock just so you can have the input read like perfectly.
yeah, it fucks up the inputs.
Oh shit.
So I'm like, oof, man, it's really really rough. But I will say that for some of the rendering on the Xbox One X console, it still renders pretty good. You could still see a lot of the detail. The skin actually looks pretty good.
All the textures and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So I could say that that's pretty good. The verticality of the game is pretty good as well. The only thing that I could probably say about it is there might be too much verticality because they would build these sort of like structures in which you have to like do almost like a 2-minute snake through just to get to one store or destination. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. You're having me like walk a mile before I even get to the damn store.
Right.
That's probably where that wall running would have come in handy, but they took it out.
Yeah,
so
that would have been really nice. But
that would have broke the game.
They wanted to make last-minute calls. God damn it! I guess
the last minute calls. That was a call like a call from like a month and a half ago or some shit.
Mm-hmm. But
regardless.
I mean, can you just imagine like trying to wall run and then like the smallest little bit of geometry just tripping you up and then you get stuck and clipped inside of the building? Ah!
That's probably what happened a lot, honestly. Which honestly they should just, I don't know, probably done better with the borders, like on how you can go, like what you can be able to clip through. Like, yeah. I guess it'd be like how tight the borders are. Who knows? Yeah. There's a bunch of issues that I don't know because I'm not a programmer.
Yeah, but here's the weird thing is that for things that are sort of like more vertically placed, I don't know why they just don't decide to add like some convenient ladder rather than having to snake like 2 freaking minutes just to get to that one destination. I'm like, couldn't you just add a ladder to the side of this building and I could just climb up to it?
No, you gotta appreciate all that work they put into the game.
Is there combat in between, or is it literally just climbing?
It's literally more of just climbing. I haven't really seen too much verticality in combat-wise.
So it's just a lamer version of MGS. Okay.
Honestly, I want
to
say that Mirror's Edge had actually more verticality compared to, because you can actually like sort of like wall climb a little bit.
Well, you totally could. That game was all about parkour, so they went like straight to the max on that fucking like mobility in that game.
If only Brink could do that.
Yeah, Brink was all right.
It was fine.
Man, CD Projekt Red can learn a lot from Mirror's Edge. I'd rather have the parkour than the technology.
It's weird that there's no Brink shooter or what's it called Mirror's Edge shooter. That's just about parkour and then like shooting guns.
Hey man, you got to do the flippy dippies. They can't shoot you if you're doing all the flippy dippies.
Right.
You gotta flip and dip and do the shit.
You just gotta get good.
Flip and dip
and smell your shit.
You flip and dip, and then before you know it, you get teabagged in the face in midair.
I'm okay with that.
While being wall climbed on your dead corpse.
But so far, I haven't experienced everything that the game has to offer because it just came out today, at least for us here.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, I mean, so far, like I said, I kind of enjoy it because it has some of the glitches and some of them are actually pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I try my best to take little clips of it so that way I can put it up for later whenever whenever my PC gets fixed.
Yeah.
But I won't hold my breath.
Mm.
But
all right.
But all right.
Yeah, you guys have any other topics? I have one more.
Honestly, I have plenty of other topics, but I just don't know if you guys would know about them.
All right. Well, how about we revolve to one before I forget. It was about games with shitty hard modes.
Was shitty hard modes or like unfair hard modes?
Well, you want to
when I say shitty hard modes, I mean like it was obviously like they're just like, oh, we're just gonna do this and just call it hard modes. Like it's obviously not balanced.
Oh, you mean like EDF 5? DLC?
That and I also mean this game too.
Yeah.
I mean this game too, Mech City Brawl. Hard mode on story mode is stupid. Literally all they did with the values was just slightly up their speed, do double the damage, and take like 2.5 times more health.
Well, that sounds fun.
It's like wow, it's not hard. It's just like what's it called? Pikmin 3, the deluxe edition. They just added a hard mode. That's another game too. It's like, look, it's hard mode. It's like, it's not really hard. You just added a limiter. Instead of having a total of 100 Pikmin, now it's 60. So it's not much harder. It's just, now it's longer.
Yeah, it's just more time consuming.
So that's what I mean by shitty hard modes. It doesn't exactly have to be just, like, it's unfair. It can just be like, it's not really harder. It's just lamer.
Well, that's what EDF, because EDF is just at that point where it's just like, you are locked at your level of whatever you are. You do not have, if you did not beat the game basically like 50 times, you do not get to use the weapons that are required for the mission.
That's true. EDF is pretty notorious for that. You have to play it a whole lot, which hopefully you won't have to do in the EDF World Brothers.
Oh no, they're gonna do that. They're gonna do it.
Who knows? It's hard to say because it's all class based now. I don't know if you can just switch out the weapons since each character has their own weapon set. You know, it's hard to say. What were you gonna say, Benoit? Because I heard you peek up for half a second.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I was like, you want an excellent hard mode? You play Sekiro. That shit's so fucking hard. Good luck trying to beat the last damn boss. Cause God, fucking hell, when I played Sekiro, holy shit! The only way that I could actually freaking try to come close to even beating the Rage Demon was I had to glitch him off a cliff, and I was done with it. I was like, take this shit back. I am done with this shit. this shit feels worse than freaking Dark Souls. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ!
It's like Nacho Libre when he has the core in his face. Get that game out of my face.
At least Dark Souls has more replayability than Sekiro.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
That was kind of upsetting to hear that. It's like, oh, it's just a one and done game.
Yeah, after I played it once, I was done with it. I did not want to pick it up again.
Because it's like, oh, what if you go through on the hard mode? It's like, well, there's no other weapons. Technically, there's no really other weapons. I have like a full moveset. It's like,
Yep, pretty much. You get all you got and stuff.
Yeah. No, well.
All right, switching over to
I was trying to think.
Topic.
I was trying to think of another game that has stupid hard mode. I guess generally, mostly even Call of Duty games too, where it's like you take like a bullet or two and that's it.
Oh yeah,
it's just like intense high cover. I guess Halo's the same too, with the legendary mode.
Hey man, don't you like that surreal bleeding?
But I mean, I guess it's also sort of the appeal because it's not just like, was it like normal to impossible? Like you have like tiers to kind of like get used to it. Instead of games like Mech City Brawl, where it's just like, But yeah, some games have. I guess is what I'm saying is it's better to have like a ranking system, like it progressively getting harder and harder than compared to games that just like, oh look at, we just threw it in because hard.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
kind of like fighting games.
About the arcade ports
fighting,
of, like
fighting games. Fighting games are better with that. Who cares if input reads? There's just some ways you can just break AI in fighting games. It's easy. Fucking, I did DBZ on hard mode. That shit was so easy to break.
When are you gonna do the hard mode on Crazy Taxi?
There's not really a hard mode in Crazy. What are you talking about?
You maxed that. No, you maxed the shit.
Oh, the traffic.
Game. Max traffic out. You max out. You reduce the time you get, and you reduce the score that you earn.
I mean, I guess I'd go through it with you again because you play that game more than I do.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't practice Crazy Taxi. I just play it.
I know. I practice speed runs on that game. No, I don't. No, I don't. I just
See,
play the shit
the
out of
only
the game. I have like 4
the only
copies.
racing
the
game I
only-
do on hard mode would be Daytona.
What's the okay? Besides really bad hard mode games, what are the most fun hard mode games that you guys can think of
I'd say Daytona is really good.
on hard mode?
Only because it is almost nearly perfecting the race, but also it's like even if you do pass them like way too early, it's like it's rubber banding towards like you better not fuck up, but you still doing those good drifts though. You getting those good drifts? Is that a good drift? And it's like that's a good drift.
What is yours, Benoit? What is your professional mode that's your favorite in the game or in the game?
I guess the only one that I could really say is Cuphead.
Cuphead. Oh Jesus! You like that
Yeah.
challenge?
I mean, I wouldn't really call that a hard mode, but okay.
I
That's
mean,
just me though.
Cuphead is already difficult in itself.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I guess you guys are just bitches.
Well, we're not schmuck gods like you.
Yeah. I was gonna actually that brings up a different topic that I was thinking of, but I'll say that for later. Anyways,
I'm gonna say for my game that's my favorite professional mode has to be Resident Evil 4. Not because the game is just good, it's just because the enemies do one hit on you and it's like more than half your health. So it's just the game is just way more scarier that way because it forces you to get really fucking good and optimizing your ammo because everybody drops like 5 bullets per enemy or something. So it's just like Jesus Christ.
you know what? I can say the same for Resident Evil 6 No Mercy mode. That's pretty fun. To me, only just because of combat wise. Again, I'll never defend the story in that game. Story sucks. Combat's fun. That's about it. That's fun.
Alrighty then. So what's the next topic? What's next on your list, Benoit?
I guess I could say I did a little bit of researching and I found out that the developers had picked up a new artist for the game Serial Killers.
Yeah, I saw about that. I saw that news going up on Twitter.
Yeah.
So what's the deal?
So the animator is Hien Kong. It would be HIENKONG, and I've looked at some of his artwork, and it looks pretty.
It's all furry
good.
porn.
It looks pretty damn good so far. He's already done reanimated pixels for Street Fighter. He's done DBZ characters, just random anime characters, and he manages to depict all the muscle tones pretty damn well. Color scheme as well. Got really nice color scheme, and he actually does a sort of Patreon, so people can actually go and have him do pixel art for you for I think it's like $25 depending on what it is, and then it's like an upcharge of whatever else that kind of complicates things. But other than that, I think it's a fairly good price for the artwork that he does.
Right. But is it?
I haven't seen his art.
Good as King of Fighters 12. Is it that good of sprite work though?
That's good sprite work.
That sprite work is fucking hot. That's some
SNK
good ass
knows
sprite
how-
work.
SNK had some good
It's so
sprite
good.
work.
It looks like it's 3D.
And then they ported it to 13, so I mean
12's not a good game, but the artwork's good.
Then they just reported it to 13. It's just like, okay. I mean, it's good sprites though. But okay.
I mean,
I'm glad they're getting
I
like
wouldn't know for sure, but the way that I found out about this dude was on Twitter. He's got his own Twitter page and everything for the artwork and stuff. He's got sample artworks that he does, and I can't wait to see what the artwork is going to be like for the game once Serial Killer.
How do you spell his name again?
So it would be H as in house, I as in igloo, E as in elephant, N as in Nancy, K as in King Kong. Actually, the last part of it is Kong, like basically King Kong. So it's all, I believe, one word or one whole name that he has on Twitter.
I'm wanting to check out his artwork right now. No, definitely. Actually, he could potentially get to KOF 12 sprite work.
If he works hard enough, you can get that. You can get that godlike work on it.
He's not too far off. He can get pretty close. I can see that.
So he's definitely got his artwork cut out for him. So it could be possible that he'll like maybe reanimate some of the pixel art that we've already seen for the game Serial Killers for the Tiger Dude. So who knows? Maybe we'll even get better pixel graphics for the game once it actually comes out.
What if after all this work, the game just turns out to be shit? Like the gameplay just fucking sucks. Then what?
I wouldn't doubt it. That happens all the time.
Well, at least that's why I'm not planning to have too much hope for it. But it's still exciting to see the development process.
Yeah, I'm just really that's my one thing I fear in this development for this game is the type of fighting style this game's going to go for.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be similar to I can't remember what that anime game was that we played over at your house, Julian, that one day.
Skullgirls?
Code?
No, and it wasn't Skullgirls. It was more
Chaos
like
Code?
I think so.
Are you talking about like Nitro Plus Blasters? Because I know that's 2 anime games he has.
No, it's the new one I just bought. Honestly, not so long ago. Let me look at it. Let me look at my screen. Is it? Under Night in Birth. That's what you're talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's
French bread.
That same sort of thing. You got your light, medium, heavy, and then you got like a sort of like get off me break button. So it's similar to it in that sense. How they're gonna go about doing it, I'm not sure. But once you have a game like Under Night, it's probably gonna be
really
hardly any different from it.
Yeah. For
so
me,
it's like,
it would be I can't remember the game that comes before Under Night in Birth. It's on It was on the PS2. Japanese
Melty Blood.
Game. Yeah, it's Melty Blood. I would love to have that kind of system in a game where it almost plays the same, but you have 3 different fighting styles, like per character. Where one is like it's footsie based, like Street Fighter. One is anime based, and one is Marvel vs. Capcom based. So everybody feels different with their own fighting style. Where some characters like, I don't work with a footsie style, I work with a Marvel style. So you just go nuts with combos, but the damage is like really low because it just goes on forever. Where the footsie style for like Street Fighter is like really high damage, but it only gets you like 2 or 3 hit combos or something like that.
I mean, that would be nice, but it might be asking much from such a small indie studio.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, we can only hope, right?
Yeah, we can only hope. Mm-hmm.
And all I can say is I don't support Hein Kong, so neither should you. No. No, definitely check out his work, though. It's pretty good artwork from what I'm seeing.
This game is in my approval as long as Mike Z is not in it.
That valid point. Valid point. Speaking of, I hope, well, not speaking of, I just hope they actually get a release date for Annie Starr for the actual game, since she's still stuck on the mobile game.
Uh-oh.
I mean, all we know is they're still working on it.
But, Annie Starr for Skullgirls?
Yes, Skullgirls Second Encore. Sorry, that wasn't clear enough. You're right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so far, I haven't really seen too much about her, so I can't really say too much. But if they do decide to throw in another character, it'd be nice.
No, they're not going to throw another character after Annie Starr. No, that's the last character they're working on. They already confirmed it. That's the last character they're making before the whole company dissolves.
Yeah, because the whole Skullgirls team went to their own company just because how Mike Z fucked them over. So now they're all their own bosses. They all agree as a team more than a company.
Just to fill everyone in, even Benoit, basically, Mike Z was the owner of Lab Zero, and he was a really shitty boss who was also kind of racist.
Oh, no.
And kind of like to hit on a lot of his female employees.
It was very weird towards him.
He's got all that power. He's got to do something with that power.
Yeah, especially when he was told to leave the company. He said he wanted more than...
What did he say? Was it more than he was supposed to earn?
No, like to take away when he left the company. Was it like he wanted like 80% or some shit?
It's something like that. He supposed to leave and get a 30%. It's just like he wanted way more than he should have.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what do you? Fuck off.
And then right after, he was like, I didn't know he was working on the Guilty Gear thing, but he got fired from that after that just came out. So that was great.
Yep. So
His
So it's
reputation
like-
gets carried with him.
oh yeah, his reputation went down so
For
fast.
sure. Unfortunately, he'll be able to live off the Skullgirl money because he owns it still.
Unfortunately, that and Indivisible money.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What are you gonna do?
Oh right. Also on top of that, he was also a really shitty worker. He actually, because he was the guy who made a lot of the He made a lot of the character designs. He made a lot of the story stuff. And when they had to work on that stuff and said, "Mike Z, you have to tell us what to do. We don't know what your plan is." He said, "No,
that's okay.
I don't care.
You guys just do whatever. It's fine."
It's like sweet. It's like cool. You're a really shitty
Mike,
boss.
I need to work on these move lists. I need to make a move list menu. What are the moves?
No, I know the move list. You don't worry about it.
I know, but I need to make the move list.
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Guess no move list. You're gonna have to figure it out. Fuck.
Speaking of companies partially dissolving, I wouldn't say it's dissolved yet, but Cerebral went through a sudden change within a month.
Shit, there's finally news.
No.
Breaking news.
It's the worst kind of news.
Oh,
So
God.
apparently within the span, I wasn't paying attention. I want to say probably about like 4 months ago, they actually hired like 4 other animators. And within this last month, they all left.
Oh shit.
So it's just back to 2 dudes.
Oh god.
But
Did they say why they left?
there were some things. There was a lot of complications. From what it sounds like, I can probably bring it up, like pull it up again. But if I remember correctly, it's just things weren't really mending well together, and it really couldn't keep up. So that's that. But at the most they got out of it is that at least they have not all the characters done, but all the characters' moves implemented in the game. So it's kind of like Beowulf when they first introduced him to Skullgirls,
Where he's got
where it's just like
he's got
rough drafts.
Yeah, he's got this very specific frames of what this looks like.
Yep.
Okay, so
Same
they
thing.
they just need an artist
So-
to draw those things, right?
Yeah. So all the characters' moves are done. All the frames, not even close.
Oh no,
But-
of course.
They have at least their base 4 characters
Yeah, their keyframes
at least playable.
So that's fine.
Yep. So all 4 characters are playable. And terribly sorry for the Cerebral crew. I can't remember what their company's called. They kind of forgot on the spot.
Well, it's been a couple of good years since you've talked about it, so
Yeah, it's ever since I made that video. Support. It's not Lab Zero because I'm thinking of Lab Zero now.
you should
It's something, but again, hoping the best of luck. They're still doing work, so Godspeed to them.
I hope that game comes out soon.
I hope it's still fun. The game's still as it played when I played it, and yeah, it's still fun. Just sucks it's gonna be a 4-character roster.
I mean, that's how Skullgirls was. It was like what, 6 characters or something like that, and it's just,
It was
they just
it was
added more.
They had 8 characters when they released.
Yeah, and they just added more characters along the way, which is fine because that was the first kind of thing they were doing.
But see, that's what makes the big difference is that when you have a 3-on-3 fighting game, you want to at least have more characters than that. When it's a 2v2 fighting game, it's like
Doesn't matter that much.
We just we have only 4 characters, so we have only so many matchups.
I mean, that's fine as long as they can just maybe hire somebody that's going to stay there for a while and finish all the other animation loops and stuff.
Something I'd offer, but my art skills are not even close to that yet. But
I don't draw that
Again.
good, so
again, regardless, Godspeed to them, and hope the best comes better from this event.
all right. Well, there's that.
You know, depressing fighting game news. Fighting games suck.
Oh, God, fighting games have had a rough year this year.
Not great.
Snack cup.
Speaking of, cancel Street Fighter 5. That's super old news though. Which is people were speculating the old Street Fighter 5 might become the new Street Fighter 6. So I guess we'll see.
Mm.
Actually, no. Speaking of Street Fighter 5, I really hope Dan's good.
I hope he's good. I can only hope.
I really
My
want
theory
to.
about Skullmageddon about being in the game is debunked because Jeek just got his costume.
Oh, is it now Skull? Skullmania.
Yeah, it's Skullmania. It's just like you just fight him. You just fight G in that special mode, and you get his costume.
Oh,
So
why
he's
him?
not gonna be in the
Why
game.
not? Why not just put his bison outfit? Whatever.
I really hope it's Alex then from Fighting EX Layer. I fucking love his broken ass English.
Oh, that's why the killing.
God, I want that shit in the game. He's fucking dope. He's like Dan, but he's cool.
Just put Terry Bogard in Street Fighter 5. Akuma's in Tekken. Just do the opposite.
No, you can't do that.
I guess.
Oh
not.
God, what if it was a fucking Tekken character? Oh Jesus.
I mean, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It kind of already happened, so
Kinda, yeah.
it'd be interesting seeing another Tekken character back in Street Fighter.
Right.
But I don't know.
Did Benoit die? What happened to him? He's so quiet.
The coffee wore out. He's dead.
Oh.
No, you're right. Now we have a live corpse on the podcast.
Dead body on the scene as we speak.
What's his name? Corpse Party or Corpse something. I forget the YouTuber's name.
I think you're talking about the game Corpse Party.
No, JB, he's Benoit's UFC gym. He's logged in and ready to play, but he just doesn't do anything. Just sits in the lobby forever. Man, fuck that guy. I don't know if that motherfucker's still on Xbox 360 Live, just listening to the fucking lobby menu theme. Fuck that dude. Fuck him. Hope you're fucking nice.
So if no one knows what Jonas talking about, it's just some dude on Street Fighter 30th anniversary just sitting in the
No,
Third
not the
Strike
30th
lobby.
anniversary. Third Strike, the old one.
Oh, just in the Third Strike lobbies in general.
Yeah, it was back in
the old gen.
It was back when the Third Strike first came out.
Uh,
Just some random dude named UFC Jim. Search, put on the menu where you look for an opponent, and he's just there ready. You get locked in with him, and when you press ready, he's gonna be pressing ready. And then what's gonna happen? Fucking nothing. He just sits on the menus forever, wastes your fucking time. It's the worst shit in the world. I fucking hate that guy. I fought
makes you wish you want to go back to work and just get some more money. Just waste time on him.
Just DC, it's fine. DC.
No, but disconnection issue. No, you're gonna get banned for
Oh fuck.
Well, at least it's better to wait the 2 minutes of ban than waiting 2 minutes in the same lobby with that dude.
Fucking yeah.
Well,
Fuck that guy.
as a quick topic, but no, you have anyone not like UFC Jim, but had anyone you always somehow re-encountered in a fighting game like all the time?
I mean, the only thing that I've really encountered in a fighting game was people that just jump spam a lot.
But you never like fought like one specific dude a whole lot. Just people who just spammed a lot.
Actually, yeah, it was the dude that jumped a lot. So I was fighting one dude. I think it was like in Street Fighter. I think he chose what was it? It was Street Fighter. Yeah, actually, it was Street Fighter 5. I played like one online match. This dude, I think he had I think it was Ibuki, and he just kept doing jump medium kick. I was like, okay, well, he's trying to pressure me in the corner by just doing a whole bunch of jump mediums and trying to cross me up. So after probably about one rematch, I figured out his shit, and I kept blocking all of his stuff. And then after I figured out, after we played like our third and final game, he kind of just rage quit.
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 5, man.
You know all the secret moves. How dare you? You learned all the secret moves.
He's like, fuck your shit, man. You figured out how to beat me. I'm like, oh, ain't that the point?
Get good, brah.
You're basically just jump spamming, man. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out.
You're not supposed to learn.
He should have used jumped heavies in the second rematch.
Damn, that would have made a big difference.
Give him a taste of his own medicine. I
Uh,
would have liked to use jump heavies, but he just kept jumping the whole way through. It's like, well,
no, I was talking about him, not you. He should have been using jump heavies on you. That would have made a big difference.
yeah, jump heavies.
More blocks than baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I only had one dude like him, like kind of like Joan's situation, except it wasn't bad. It was back in the day in Street Fighter 4. I want to say it had been 2015. If it wasn't 2015, it was definitely 2016. I want to say it was 2016 because it was the year I was getting really good with the con. But every morning I woke up that school year, every single morning, who was the same motherfucker I was gonna meet was Thither Binky. Oh yeah, I met Thither Binky every morning on the same dot. Just like, I just had my breakfast, gonna boot up Street Fighter 4. Who am I gonna meet? Hey, there's my man Thither Binky playing Tiog. You are? Yeah, he's playing Tiog, baby. That was the same match. The same first two matches every morning was Thither Binky at Tiog versus Akon. And same thing every morning.
You got to give the man credit. He showed dedication to that one character. He's trying to get good.
Hey, I mean, I was starting to get good. I started learning proper counters after a certain while. I became the 42nd best Akon player at that time.
Damn.
I was getting there. I was getting pretty good. Then I fought the second Akon player, the second best Akon player in the world, and holy shit. I can't link lights for shit. He was linking lights like a god.
Correct.
I can't do that. Yeah, I got wrecked pretty bad, but it was cool. And then Street Fighter 5 came out. And then that was the end of the Hakan.
No, Hakan Legacy had died.
It had died right when it just got good.
The end of the oil man.
But he came back
I can't believe
to fight Alex.
I can't believe we made up a name for you, the Oil King, like back in the day, and then some fucking random like moment we were just watching top finals of Evo, and here comes Oil King. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know this dude. If he fucking stole his name.
That's why, and that's why I am now the King of Twist.
King of Twist.
I kind of like King of Twist better.
Wasn't that just a random? What was the reason behind King of Twist?
King of Twist was the thing where people like take like a bunch of words and just like, okay, I'm gonna put it to Google Translate.
It was
hold on. I know, but I'm explaining it. It's when people take a bunch of words and they put it in Google Translate. It's like, okay, I'm gonna put it through the translator machine 50 times. I'm gonna go to Japanese, English, I keep doing that 50 times over, and they did that with all the Smash characters. And King K. Rool's turned to be King of Twist. I said, I'm taking that. That is a godlike. And I stuck with that.
I still think it should have. I still think it should have been Slippery Grappler.
I kind of prefer Dick Twister, but they don't like profanity on there. So
I don't like them Dick Twists. Give me get Dick Twist.
Yeah, I get all Dick Twist.
All right, what else is on the news? What's else on the topic?
Well, I mean, as far as my research goes, I've found out Die by the Blade is actually working on their kill animations. So, or death animations. So they, from what I've researched or seen on Twitter, they have improved death scenes a bit better. So that way, if you get slashed a certain way, they'll actually like hold parts of their body because like they're bleeding or something like that.
Cool.
So like, that's pretty interesting.
Waste of time and resources, but cool.
But in any case, I know you aren't in the loop as much as me and Julian.
I'm definitely not.
But in any case, so with Die by the Blade, they're kind of implementing the same sort of like block and attack system as For Honor, but they simplified it. So you just got to block a certain direction and then you can slash a certain direction. Is there feints? They said that they might be planning on implementing feints. So essentially, it is kind of almost like For Honor, except it's just a lot scarier. One hit and you're pretty much screwed. But
sounds like correct me if I'm wrong, Joanne. Is it Bushido Blade?
That's like an instant killing fucking sword game. I believe so. I haven't played Bushido Blade in a long time, so I can't confirm.
I want to say
correct.
I want to say it's either Bushido Blade or Way of the Samurai.
Or it's Daikatana.
Honestly, I think you are right, Juby, because I think if I read correctly, they actually took their inspiration from Bushido Blade. So
Old PS1 game. Okay. Okay.
so um so when I funded it on Kickstarter, uh, I was glad to know that Julian was the one that let me know about it in the first place. I was like, huh, okay, I'll do a little more research into it, and lo and behold, they got backing on it like super quick. I want to say within less than 3 weeks. So, I mean, granted, their goal was pretty reasonable, I guess, or pretty small. Their goal was to reach, I think, either 25 or 20 grand. So they met that goal pretty quick. And so now I believe they're trying to focus on characters that can implement a sort of range attack. And if they do characters with long ranged attacks, I'm hoping that they'll have a character similar to the main character from Ninja Assassin, where they have like a sort of blade at the end of a chain. So that ought to be pretty interesting, because it's sort of like a risk reward sort of thing, more of a risk reward thing. But as far as that goes, so actually that's pretty much all they've announced so far. They've announced new animations for deaths. So that's pretty nice. At least they're putting in the time and effort to I guess pretty up the game. They're adding a little more detail to the game, so that's nice. And
Right.
if they have the resources to do it, hey, that's just better. That's just more for us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bringing that up made me think of two other games I almost forgot about. Just a small update on Blue Omen. Still going. That's all the news I got from Blue Omen. I mean, they're getting there. A lot more stuff's been changed. I think they're sticking with the battle system they have now, where it's an RPG, but you can parry. So, kind of like Indivisible, but not really. But it's gonna be cool. They're having, was it the parries along with kind of like the Mario I guess Mario RPG and was it Mario 1000 Year Door, where if you like hit A right before you attack, you get like additional attack with it. So
interesting.
That's pretty cool with that, with Blue Omen. That and Pizza Tower update. Yeah, no wonder why the dude went silent. He was working on 2 games at once. Yeah, he just made a second game and released it not so long ago. I forgot what it was called, but it's out on Steam. Yeah, he just made a second game and just put that shit out. I was like, oh, this is what I've been working on. I was like, wait a minute, what happened to Pizza Tower? Hold the phone. He was making 2 games at once. Really weird and interesting, but it's like a weird RPG game. It's hard to say what the hell it is. I've only seen so much of it since he barely showed off so much. I'm like, it's hard to say what it is, because from what it seems like, it's RPG, but like it's a first person gun RPG to where you have to also line up your shot with a character that's moving around. It's really weird. It's really weird. I definitely want to check it out though. Right. Oh yeah. And before I forget, also news coming out. Quick update: Fight Night. Dude's still working on it. The game looks a lot prettier, and he remade the intro for Fight Night. So
interesting.
Cool on that.
I'm surprised.
Lost Small Games working. Oh, dude. Well, ever since fucking what's it called? What's that? Danger. Is it called Danger Entertainment? That video game company.
Yeah.
Ever since they fucking dropped him, it's just been really hard for him. I think only because he had to pick up a job again, just so he can support off time and him like not going to work. Because I want to say Danger Entertainment pretty much, don't quote me, but I want to say like they probably just took some of the money from him, or like took all the money that he was promised when he signed a duo contract to work with Danger Entertainment. So it was definitely a raw end deal for him, but he's still working on it. So I am excited to see when that game finally comes out, and I will play the shit out of it, because fucking Fight Night seems is a dream game I've been waiting on for about 12 years.
Waiting 48 years for this.
I can't find the mini game, but there's a mini game like it in Wario Land where you just have two fists and you punch the shit out of a small enemy.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting, and ever since Fight Night got announced, like this is the game I've been waiting on for fucking 12 years. Waiting my whole life for a game that's never existed.
That game better not flop.
Hey, the game was good. I mean, I just don't know if it's gonna be long. But yeah,
12 years I've waited to only play 12 minutes. What the fuck?
Man? Yeah,
That's a year. That's a year a minute, baby.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
That's all I can do. I have to take a picture of everything I saw in my house and fucking digitize it.
Yeah, it's definitely something I don't know it's gonna be about. I don't know how long that game's gonna be. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I have two other games to talk about, unless you guys want to talk about something else.
You can go ahead.
I have one last topic, but I'll save it for last.
All right. Two other games that just got updated. Apparently, Guinea Pig Parkour. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Guinea Pig Parkour. A dude in this game has made for really quite some years. That he just pretty much nailed the parkour system like a long time ago. He's just been reworking the animation like fucking crazy. It looks super good. I want to say it's like all digitally drawn. Because I think he was going to have a pixel base, but I think it's literally just all full-blown drawings, just kind of like Skullgirls. It looks really good. And I didn't realize, but that game just came out not too long ago. So that was pretty cool. Surprise to me. It seems fun, you know. It's a 2D platformer parkour game.
Mm.
That. And, I said that. Bippy the Boxer. It's coming along quite nicely. I am excited for when that game comes out. Bippy the Boxer, for anyone who doesn't know, is basically, if anyone's played God Hand, if you have not, just think of DMC. Except you're a boxer. It's a 2D boxing game, and you can go balls to the walls crazy.
Sounds pretty fun.
It looks fun. That's pretty much all the small game updates that I've been following for the longest time.
All right. Well, but do you got anything else?
Nope, not really.
All right, for the last topic, Washington Post reads, vaccine has to be rushed out as an emergency thing. And the question is for you guys, are you guys going to take it once the vaccine comes out on day one?
I'm already dead, so I don't think I'll survive day one.
I don't know. I want to see the statistics of the proven actual cure of the COVID virus, because for the people that actually go through the testing of some of these COVID test vaccines, some of them actually come out with some pretty bad side effects.
Yeah.
I get that each person is different and react to it differently, but the thing is that more of the people have reacted in a negative way than they have positive. So I'm still a little bit not too keen on the whole vaccine yet until enough people have actually taken it and have come back positive or come back negative, but without any side effects.
Yeah.
Some people sign a waiver to be able to take those test vaccines, but the thing is that once it kind of screws you up, you're almost like never the same.
Right. That's what I've heard a lot of the stories where people have done it before. And it's like, vaccines aren't all that great because it's not because I'm an anti-vaxxer. It's just maybe being the first person online to take the vaccine isn't the best idea. So let's just wait. Let's just play the waiting game and see what happens to other people. And see what happens we'll see what happens to them, and then we'll see if it's good or not. We'll see.
I mean, it's a fucked up way to do it, but I mean, there are people.
It is a fucked up way to see it, but it's just like it's probably the only thing you have to do if you're not really confident with this whole vaccine thing going on. Because people are like, "Oh, vaccines are bad," and I read on Facebook that there's this shit, and it's like gonna fuck up your inner. It's like, well, yeah, it might happen because everybody's different. So, what's your point?
Nah,
No,
man,
your
we
immune
just got to
system.
go back to the old days. We just got to start testing them on monkeys more.
Yeah.
Fuck
There
you.
was that
Oh.
story that kid that was flying around. That fucking they gave the vaccine to a couple of animals and they actually resurrected from the dead. So it's just like, oh, people are freaking their shit out. Like, oh shit, zombies are gonna happen. It's like I very doubt zombies are going to happen.
What if it's like zombies with like the ants? You get like the brain-eating disease that was it the parashrooms are based off of in Pokemon.
That's gonna be nuts.
I thought you were gonna say
Or Parasect.
The
There we go.
Last of Us, the fungus,
Spores.
the zombie fungus.
Yeah,
And that's what kind of is in the Parasect from Pokemon. It's just a fungus that just
Yeah.
controls the corpse of a bug.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. Could happen.
Yeah, it could happen, but going back to the whole main question about whether or not we would actually take this vaccine, I mean, I personally would not yet
not on day
until
one.
I-
How long would you give it? How long would you give it until you were like, you know what? I might take that. I might take that test and just see what happens.
I might give it
12
about
years,
like,
baby.
I give it about like maybe 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3.
Because
Damn.
usually, well, here's the thing: is that when they actually give them the vaccine, it doesn't take too long for them to have like some sort of negative side effect.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if enough people actually take it and come back, fine, then I would take it then.
Right. I was gonna say 6 months would be my my waiting time. I just want to see within 6 months because I've got tested positive and then I stayed indoors for a long time, way longer than I was supposed to. But I was just making sure I didn't get anybody sick. And then I took another test and I got tested negative. So I'm fine with what I am because I know I had it in my body and my body did just fine with it. I just got to make sure I wear my mask every day. And that's about it. I just got to take care of myself and take care of the others that are around me. So I'm not too worried about the vaccine being rushed. I'll just wait it out and see what's going to happen in 6 months.
And there I was, sitting there at the beginning of COVID, dying in bed, not feeling great. And now look at me, I'm all better. So do I think COVID's fake? Yeah. This is a really bad flu. Fucking stupid idiots. COVID, come on, get real. Stupid idiots. No, for reals though, I was really struck bad with COVID though. The very beginning of it, it was terrible. But I am all better now, so honestly, to me, I'm not going to take the vaccine because I haven't suffered anything that bad in the last 7 months. So
But you have to take the vaccine because you're going to pass it on to people.
it's one of those things. People already have it. If you don't have it, you probably have it.
So how long is it going to take you until you realize you should get it?
Until I start dying again like I did at the beginning of COVID.
So you don't care about the others around you? You're just going to get them sick, and so...
I've all been around you. It's too late.
It's not me. It's the public.
Are you wearing a mask? Hey, I make sure to stay safe. I'll wear a mask as long as I need to. I don't care.
Well, you're here, folks. Juby's an anti-vaxxer. Confirmed.
I'm an anti-vaxxer, but I do believe COVID's real. So.
Oh no, our subs just went down by a lot. As we speak.
Hey man, I'll get a vaccine, but I mean, again, I'm feeling a lot better from COVID. Luckily, I didn't die from it. I was feeling super terrible for that good while. But again, if they came out with this in the first 4 months, I'd say sign me up. But this is literally almost a whole year later, and I'm saying, I've gone this far.
What if in the first month, whoever walked into the infirmary and got their shot of the new vaccine within the first month, you get $5,000? Would you do it?
Well, here's the thing: is that
Didn't they do that at the very beginning of COVID?
If it doesn't work, that shit will fuck you up long term, and that's the issue. Would 5,000 even really be worth it? No, I don't think it would. It screws you up in the long term. $5,000 to be screwed up for life is not very much.
But didn't they do it at the very beginning of COVID? Is that what you bring that up?
For testing? I have no idea if it actually.
I thought they did. It was like right when COVID first started. Like they were giving like a bunch of money if like people would become like test dummies for vaccines at the very beginning of COVID.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't fucking doubt it.
I could have sworn that was.
It wasn't even a bunch of money. It was about how much Julian was saying. It was about like 5,000, 5,000 to 2,000, somewhere around there.
But that was at the very beginning, and side effects weren't really a thing at the beginning. So people who got that vaccine at the start probably got 5,000. It was scot free.
That's the thing. They don't inform you about the side effects so far. They'll let you know after everything's done and over with.
But remember, beginning of COVID, everyone just thought it was the flu. So honestly, it was probably just some weird variation of a flu shot, and they're just like, I got nothing wrong with me. So they probably just got some money and walked away. Because again, from what I remember, there was no reports from those people. The reports were mostly just it didn't work.
Hey, Granny. It's like, oops.
Well, I mean, it's nice for those people, but as time sort of passed on, and they started trying to make alterations to those vaccines.
What's what I'm saying? The newer vaccines, though, that's the problem. But I'm talking about the very beginning of COVID vaccines. It's like, lucky for them, but yeah, the newer ones, hard to say.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say that it'd be worth it, even for $5,000.
I just say if it works, it works. I don't think I need some money. If it works, it works. But I need to have it guaranteed it works.
I was gonna say, I was like, what if it fucks you up?
That means it didn't work really well, so I'm not taking it.
What's the worst that can happen?
I was gonna say, if you take that vaccine and it fucks you up, I'm pretty sure you're gonna want some money out of it.
What if the worst is like you lose your sense of smell and taste forever? Would you still do it?
Oh, then I can clean bathrooms all day. Fuck yeah.
I'm not cleaning the sewers. Fuck it.
I got no smell.
You can't taste. Oh, you can't taste anything though. So
I can't taste anything. There's hardly a lot of things I like, so I'll eat more things I don't like. That's good.
You'll be on those fucking food challenges. Would you eat 10 scorpions with poison injected into them for $10 each? Like,
I feel like Dave Chappelle as a crackhead on X Factor.
oh yeah, when he's on X Factor. All right,
Yeah.
pal, you're gonna have to sleep in this bed full of cockroaches. Oh, nice and comfy. Okay, sir, it's been like an hour. You can get out. No, that's okay. You can leave me in there.
What was it?
For like 2 minutes.
What was it? He was eating like, was it like horse testicles or something stupid? He was just like, I passed me the gravy.
Oh yeah, it's some nasty bullshit. It was all throwing up, and he's just enjoying it like it's fucking Thanksgiving.
He gets his wife to come over and start eating it with him.
Oh yeah, his crackhead wife. Oh, what are you gonna do with all that prize money? I gotta buy some crack.
Oh, fucking Dave. Comedic genius, just like fucking Eric Andre. Woo! They're funny. They're funny.
Yeah, but yeah. In either case,
Ooh.
I think that about wraps it up for our subjects. Wouldn't you say?
Well, I got one super secret final subject.
Uh-oh.
What do you guys think of Ultimate Muscle and the Galactic Federation?
I don't know if Benoit knows any of that shit.
Either of those are.
Yeah, exactly. That's not a good topic. Boo! Boo!
Okay.
Man.
Okay, what do you think of the existence of the Galactic Federation in general, since that is actually brought up by a real scientist that retired?
Oh, man, that's great. We get to fight against aliens. Aren't they basically the Men in Black?
I mean, do we even stand a chance? Would it even matter if we fought? Because would we even stand a chance?
No,
I mean,
no,
hey,
the person that's leading the Galactic Federation is Zap Brannigan.
I mean, when you say a when you say there's a federation, you don't think a federation is to be bad, you know? So I assume it's fine,
Federation doesn't sound
right?
good.
Well,
I mean, it's
like,
not the
what is
best, but
what are you
it
gonna be
doesn't
fighting
sound like.
against fucking space rocks.
Are they fucking the Bullet Club? What
No,
are they?
no, it's not that we have a Galactic Federation. That out in the universe there is actually a thing called the Galactic Federation. That's all the dude was saying. It's like aliens exist. He just casually just brought that up.
What are they?
It's like
are they?
It's like there's aliens, and yes, there's a Galactic Federation, but don't worry about it too much. It's like
we won't see them
Okay.
for another 6,000 years, but the planet dies in 2,000 years, so your guys are fine.
yeah.
Well,
But
it's as in the first movie of Men in Black. The only way citizens can get around and be happy is if they do not know about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So just like Ultraman 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
if nobody knows about it, it'll be fine. Sometimes it's for the best for people not to know.
Yeah. That's what the dude was saying too. Is like honestly, yeah, we don't think humans are ready for it.
It's like that shit.
For that
It's like
knowledge.
in those YouTube videos where it's like, there's this new fucking squid that's been discovered, and it's like living under the fucking ocean, like for God knows how long, and like the whole squid.
Under the ocean?
Huh?
It lives under the ocean, not in the ocean.
Well, you're kind of under the ocean because it's just so fucking deep that you can't imagine like what's underneath just the bottom abyss. And so there was like some new squid that was in New Mexico, and it's just like the most fucking weirdest fucking thing. I can't remember. I think it's called a vampire squid, and it's just it looks like a fucking monster from War of the Worlds. It's fucking weird.
Oh.
It is freaky looking. It's not like gigantic. It goes up to 32 feet, so it's not like the actual giant squid that people have found skeletons of, but it's pretty fucking weird for what the design on that thing is.
Kind of like the ancient crocodiles. Kind of like the ancient crocodiles and the ancient pill bugs.
Oh,
where
God,
it's like, oh yeah, these pill bugs used to be like fucking 90 feet tall. And it's like now they're like,
it's like, yeah, fuck, yeah, get the fuck out of here with that shit.
It's like, now they're like,
out of here. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, now it's like, oh yeah, they're like half a foot now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like those fucking. There's like some special fish that grow over here in Washington where it's there's some special like fish, like salmon thing that grows under a certain condition that looks like a fucking prehistoric dinosaur, where it's like a fucking it looks like the fucking fish from Finding Nemo that kills his family, but way fucking bigger. It's like as big as a fucking alligator. It's fucking creepy, and they still exist. They're not hard to find. You just gotta look in the right spots. So it's just like, yeah, I could just live without knowing that, and I'll be just fine.
Something tells me that I don't think the meteor destroyed all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, no. I think the meteor destroyed all the land dinosaurs, not the ocean.
I think it mutated a lot of dinosaurs.
That and they all like live in a world where the whole world is like covered by the ocean, so they all grow like amphibian parts and just adapt to ocean life.
Because like, was it alligators or was it alligators, crocodiles? I don't know, one of the two are technically ancestors of ancient species. Same with that one type of gazelle. You guys remember that? There was like some weird like looking gazelle out in like Africa or somewhere around there, where like it didn't look anything different, but it had like the weirdest looking snout, and it's like, this is apparently part of ancient civilization creature that lives with dinosaurs. It's like, really?
No,
didn't look anything different.
What freaks me out is where vampires originated from, because when I think of vampires, you think of like Dracula and stuff.
I think of vampire bats.
But there's these fucking things that live in Australia. They're like human-sized fucking bats that live outside.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's that fucking creepy ass image of that fucking humongous human-looking bat.
Yeah, they're like 3 to 4 feet tall.
Like, nah, these things are fine. They just eat fruit and they just kind of do nothing.
They're just really tall.
They're just freakishly looking. They're just freakish.
Yeah,
don't worry.
Remember a video showing up on Twitter? I was like, yeah.
Those are called flying foxes, by the way.
That's not a fox. You're a fox. That's not a fox. You're a fox. Look, man. You're a fox. They're not foxes. You fox. They know fox.
But they give up.
Eating a snack. Sorry.
Put the fox in the box and then put the box inside another box and smash it with a hammer.
Oh, the chocolate is so good.
What the fuck? Are you trying to do the whole pufferfish thing?
Oh.
Speaking of fish, remember that one fish that looked like it had like that human face thing?
The sad fish with the big nose?
Are you talking about the blobfish?
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody knows.
Apparently, that's not what it actually looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That's only because of the pressure. So when it came back up,
it looks like that.
Yeah, so when they brought it to the surface, the pressure really fucked it up, and it just started swelling up to look like that.
Oh, poor thing. He probably is actually sad. He's like, oh, fuck this.
So yeah, so it actually just doesn't look like that. But for the longest time, we all thought it did. Apparently, doesn't.
I mean, we can hope. I mean, I don't want to hope, but people can.
It's Squidward. What are you talking about? It's Squidward.
It's real life Squidward as a fish.
Pink Squidward, yeah.
I'm Squidward. Squidward.
Is anybody in this podcast also named Squidward? Can that be the podcast title? Can that be the podcast title, please?
Let's send
Sure.
an emoji with Gary, and the pickle. Meow.
I'm out of here.
No, I got one very final news topic. It's about PS5s.
Uh-oh.
You see that? Do you see that all delisted from internet stores?
I'm not surprised.
Ooh.
They're on
Yep.
the Facebook market still, but
If
they're
you-
all for $1,000.
Yep. If you try to buy it off of Target and Walmart and all that other shit, like Best Buy, you are not allowed to buy it off the internet. You have to go in locally.
That's good. They're stopping fucking hoarders. That's great. It sucks for people who
They-
want to order online because they don't want to go outside because of COVID, which is understandable. But you know,
But they're forced to go in and now check. So if anyone's wondering when restocks are happening, just
go in locally.
go to your local Walmart, Target,
Target.
Fred Meyer, whatever sells video game consoles. Go up to them, ask, "Hey, you guys got it in stock?" If they say no, but here's a date when we might, take their word for it.
Y'all got that gay station? I love that fucking video.
Wait a minute, hold on.
really
Wait,
good.
okay. You pick a song.
Oh, is that what
But
we're doing?
we
We're
also-
all gonna pick a song for each week.
Well, I don't know. What do you think would be a good ending song for the podcast?
It's the theme song I want to use for my YouTube channel, but I already have a theme song, so I'm not going to use it. It is the Beautiful Joe 1 Sylvia theme, or fuck, what is it called? Fuck's the name?
It's definitely not the city theme. I thought you were gonna say that. The one everyone uses.
No, everybody uses that shit. I don't want.
Even Mars Capcom
Yeah,
uses
pretty
it.
It's
I think you guys would have just used a different one every time and just do like a remix of I'm Squidward.
Hell no. Unless I'm good. I'm good, Squidward, but
It'll just add to the funniness.
yeah, it's Beautiful Joe Sylvia's Battle. That's the theme song for it.
is that Beautiful Joe
It's
2
part
or
one.
1?
Use that.
Oh,
It's
really?
pretty good.
Uh.
It's only
But-
32 seconds. It's not long.
Alright, sure. I'll look at it. No, I guess that'll be the ending theme for the podcast unless we change it next week or next time. But speaking of, now we revolve the game to next podcast to be Jones' choice. So what do you choose for the game to be playing in the background?
God, what do I choose? Fucking Crazy Taxi.
I was gonna say, do you want Crazy
Yeah,
Taxi?
what do you fucking think? You find every day is Crazy
Julian
Taxi.
drives like he's in fucking Crazy Taxi. Of course, he's gonna say fucking Crazy Taxi.
When I'm on the road
Well,
alone,
I guess-
I do, but when I'm driving in a crowded street, I think of Mad Max because it's like I am not a bad driver. It's just everybody around me is a bad driver.
No, man, you just fucking drive fast. I'm
I
like,
drive
dude,
fast.
What the fuck?
The people around me, oh, dude, there's plenty of times I've almost gotten fucking wrecked because of other people. Jimmy knows this. He's fucking been
Oh,
there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you and me almost got into that one wreck because that dude had his headlights off.
Yeah, it's shit like that. It's just simple shit like that.
And
Somebody
yeah, people running red lights because they're on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold it over their head though. I ain't gonna try to drive fast either.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm not. People are like, "Oh, be a defensive driver." It's like, nah, I'll just avoid everybody. I'll just do my own thing.
No, man, you just drive fucking
Mhm.
fast.
And when I get the chance, I get the chance. Yeah, do what you gotta do.
Apparently, that chance is all the fucking time. Shit.
Hey, man. Live life on the edge, but not that close. Not that close. Not them. Not like those fuckers.
You're pretty damn close to it, man.
Hey, just because I hit the curb does not mean I'm fucking edge. I'm never the edge, man.
Man, you hitting that curb at like fucking almost 35 miles an hour.
Hey, man, make sure you keep awake. Make sure you're awake. Don't fall asleep in my car.
Apparently, that's one of your car rules. No sleeping in my car.
Don't fall asleep. Can't sleep behind the wheel. That means no passenger can sleep behind.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. No one sleeps. Alright.
If I don't sleep, you don't sleep.
Pretty much.
All right. Well, I guess that's the end of it, huh, Squidward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that ends the podcast.
Well, this has been Squidward with Squidward and other Squidward. Have a good Squidward night.
Squid you later.
Damn it, I knew that was going to come up.